Welcome to the technologycloset.com and our quick shots. In this quick shot, we're going to discuss Windows 8 power settings. To change or create power settings, we must go to the control panel. From the start screen, right mouse click, select All Apps. Scroll over to the right until we find, under the Windows system, Control Panel. Click on Control Panel. From Control Panel, we're going to select Hardware and Sound. Now that brings us into Hardware Settings. In the middle, Power Options. We have three power options in our plans at this point that come default with Windows 8. Balanced, which balances performance of the computer versus power consumption. Power Saver, which does the same thing except where the first one is for most desktop computers, the second Power Saver is for laptop computers. And if we really want to take advantage of our desktop computer's power, we can also use a high performance. Windows 8 comes with the balanced performance box ticked. Let's look over to the right and change plan settings. Although we will not change anything, I do want you to see what's there under a balanced setting. We have two items on my computer. On yours, there'll probably be a third item for the hard drive. We can turn off the display after a certain pre-programmed time. We can also put the computer to sleep so that we can have a quick restore of our computer screens after a pre-programmed time of inactivity. Let's go back to our power settings. Under Power Saver, we'll check that one. And the difference is we have slightly different times. And of course, again, the hard drive is missing here. Finally, the high performance. We can look at that, and we can turn off the display after 15 minutes. We can put the computer to sleep never, because it's a desktop computer. And of course, we would have a third item for the hard drive, where we could turn it off at a certain time, or never. Let's assume, however, none of these fit our needs. We can create our own power setting. Off to the left, we have some menu items. One of them is Create Power Plan. Click on it. We have Balanced, Power, and High Performance. We're going to leave the name My Custom Plan 1. I'll just leave that as is. Select Next. In our case, since it's a desktop computer, we don't worry about power consumption. So we'll select Never. And for the computer to be put to sleep, again, we'll select Never. And if we had a third item here for our hard drive, we would also have a drop-down menu for it, and we would select Never as well. Let's click on Create. There's our plan. It's been selected, and this is what will be put into use if we so desire. However, we're not going to use this one for this demonstration. I am going to put it back to balanced, since that's my default setting. If we look at these menu items off to the left here, we have Require a Password on Wake Up. That if the computer goes to sleep and we touch a key to bring it back, it will ask us for a password if we have this set. Second one is Choose what power button does. The power button on your computer. Let's take a look at the first one. Require a password and on Wake Up. We do have some selections here. Let me just jump back to the second one. Choose what the power button does and bring it up. And if you'll notice, it's the same screen as the first one. So they really are the same item. With the power button, we can, from the drop-down menu, select Do Nothing, Go to Sleep, or Shut Down. We have it set for Shut Down. Password protection on wake up requires a password. If I don't want it to have a password, I just simply go above it to change settings that are currently unavailable. Notice how these are grayed out? That means they're unavailable. However, I can force them to be available and then select them if I wish. Click on Change Settings that are currently unavailable. Now you'll notice that I can make selections here, as you can see. I can also save the settings. I will not do that in this case. I'm going to cancel out. The choose when to turn off the power, the display, and the computer sleeps are really configured in your power plan, either creating one or one that's already configured for you. If you're satisfied with the way your system works now, as far as the screen blanking after a period of inactivity, or the hard drive turning off, or the system going into a sleep mode, then leave whatever your settings are as default. Well, that's it for this particular quick shot. Please visit our website at thetechnologycloset.com and hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. Until next time.